Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This week is Taylor's second week of having solids and allergens, and we fed him baby cereal and applesauce, which I did make from scratch. I did not buy the little pouches or the little jars from the grocery stores. I just feel like there's a lot of sugars, additives, preservatives in them, so I wanted to stay away from that. Plus, it was actually easy to make since we do have a small steamer slash blender machine, which I put on my baby registry. So if you do have a baby registry, make sure you put that on because it is a lifesaver. It's honestly so small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I just was not down to steam over the stove and then use our large blender to make purees, especially with the small amount that I will be making. It just doesn't make any sense. But actually, I wonder, hold on, where is it? Oh, you know what? It's like somewhere like over there. That is how like small it is. Like it's pretty hidden. Like I said, the applesauce was easy to make. The purees, honestly, in general, are easy to make because they are one ingredient purees, especially in the beginning stages of feeding your child solids and allergens. Just one ingredient, and breast milk or water or formula. Easy to make. So yeah, moving forward, that is just how I'm going to be making his purees. I also forgot to mention in my first solids and allergens video that I am tracking every single day what his reaction is to the foods that I give him, even though for a whole week it's pretty repetitive. But just in case he ends up with a reaction, I can kind of track like what day he had a reaction, what type of reaction he had, his bowel movements. I've also been tracking as well to see if there was like any difference there, but I am tracking it. Just honestly, it's so simple. I just have it on my notes, so it literally says like, you know, for this week it says week 2 baby cereal and applesauce, and then day 1 applesauce, skin test, you know, if he did have a skin reaction or not and where on his body. I did the skin test, if he liked the taste of the food, his stool, and if he had any other reactions towards the food that I am giving him. So I do have that, and like I said, it's just on my notes. It's honestly nothing fancy or anything like that, but it's really just for myself, and I don't need to make like this like big chart or whatever graph or anything like that like on Canva. It's just on my notes. But yeah, here is how this week went. Here is our applesauce, and we are just going to do a skin test on him first. And there is no reaction. He's just a little ashy, but we're going to lotion him later. Promise. Apple.
Don't know about that one, huh? He's not accepting it.
Here, do you want to use the other spoon? Do you want to use the other spoon? You can use the other spoon. I forgot what the apple's called, but it's supposed to be a sweet apple.
He
doesn't like it. You don't like it. Apple is a no. Today is the first day of oatmeal. You figuring it out? He's eating it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think?
You staring at yourself? I started defrosting one of these last night at like 3 a.m. So it's been nearly 3 hours, and this is what I have so far. It was still in this shape, this mold, I was able to crush it down, so I'm just gonna leave it out. And hopefully it gets mushy and more liquidy right now. This feels like slush. Skin test on the other arm. This is the most he's actually ever eaten. And I think he's enjoying it. Don't mind that red mark though. It's not an allergy reaction. He was just sleeping on that side and it gets a little drooly on his bed in his crib. Today is supposed to be a baby cereal day, but I do want to keep Taylor exposed to peanut butter. So we're gonna save the baby cereal for another day and give him peanut butter. Do a little skin test on your foot first, okay? Let's get it on this side. There you go.
Ready? There you go.
Yum. Do you remember peanut butter? Yeah?
You liked it so much before. Maybe it's just new.
Did you forget? He's like, I don't know about this anymore. So funny because his pajamas is peanuts.
Oh, that's right.
So we want to play around with his schedule a little bit because we notice that every time he plays, he now wants to have tummy time all the time. Now that he knows how to roll over onto his stomach, he just wants to be on his stomach. He just prefers to play that way now. And because he is having his milk before he plays, he always ends up spitting up. And to avoid that, we were probably thinking that when he wakes up from his nap, he should play first without any interruptions of spitting up, and then we can give him his milk before he goes to bed. So with breakfast in the morning, we're thinking he should play as soon as he wakes up, and then maybe half an hour later we can give him his breakfast and then let him digest that. Then before, oh sorry, here, I'm the one playing with his maracas. But before he goes to bed, that is when he can have his milk. So we're gonna play around with that a little bit today, see how it goes. Hopefully it works out and we can avoid the amount of spit up that we have throughout the day. But yeah, look at his new toy that apparently I'm having more fun with and forgot to give it to him. Taste test, not taste test, skin test on your forehead. Okay, fine, you'll eat. You were definitely hungry. How's that? You look funny. Let's take this off. No reaction. Yeah. And so far, oatmeal, cereal, baby cereal, we are good. Applesauce. You excited for applesauce? Yeah, you're shaking up the whole table.
You got used to it? You like it now?
First day was like, ew, what is that?
Because it's like a sour sweet, right?
Kinda,
It's like
yeah.
new.
Taylor literally wiped this bowl clean. I already took him out of his high chair. He's actually right over here, blowing bubbles. But what I wanted to mention is that I love these bowls. I got these ones from Amazon. They are from the brand Panda Ears. And I really like how the spoon and fork too, they are able to just stand up on the bowl, so then it doesn't like sink down like that into the food, but it just sits there. Today is the last day for baby cereal, and well, not me, but Renee has figured out the measurements for a smaller amount, since Taylor wouldn't be eating the whole serving that they gave us on the box. So now we won't be wasting his cereal. But this I think he could finish. And so far everything has been good with baby cereal. There hasn't been a reaction, so we're excited for next week. Look at me. Skin test. You're probably good though. You ready to eat? So I would say the second week of solids and allergens went really well. He did not have any allergy reactions, which is great. The first day he had baby cereal and applesauce, he was a little bit iffy about it, obviously it being the first time, but he gradually warmed up to it, which is great. So I do know that in the future he won't have any issues with having baby cereal and applesauce. And just a little update on the little rash or heat rash that he has on his back. It is completely gone. So I am so happy about that. He is not like irritated. He never was irritated, but when you look at his back, you can tell that his skin was irritated and it was like pretty pink. So those little pink patches are actually gone. It just, I guess, sucks that like his back is kind of like two different colors. So he's my skin color, but he has like little like lighter patches of skin on his back, which I mean is totally fine. I am pretty sure he's gonna grow out of it anyways, but at least it's not like pink, like it's maybe just a little bit dry, which we are taking care of it, but for the most part it's honestly been doing so well. I wouldn't even consider it an issue anymore. That is it for week 2 of solids and allergens. Stay tuned for week 3. We are going to give him eggs, which is the one allergen that I'm actually the most scared of, just because I know a few parents that did feed their child to eggs and a reaction didn't come up right away, and I just heard it could be really scary. It's surprising because I thought I would be worried about peanut butter, but I'm not. But I'm more so scared of eggs. I'm really worried about eggs, and hopefully all goes well. But yeah, eggs and carrot puree is what is coming up on the menu for week 3 of solids and allergens. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys.